Good day, Coach Ronny.
Good day, good day.
Congratulations on your appointment as African Stars head coach.
Yeah, thank you. It's good to be here.
What coaching philosophy do you bring to African Stars, and how do you plan to implement it to enhance the team's performance and style of play?
Yeah, no, look, we have the quality, we have the experience. The emphasis is mostly on possession, obviously keeping the ball, but differently. We just bring in a lot of energy with and without the ball. That's all. We don't need to do a lot of changes, changing philosophy, blah blah blah. But I've worked with Maka before. We speak quite a lot, so I know what is in his mind. I know what he has been doing. So it's just an added dynamics to what he has been doing, and also the organization. The key area for me is the midfield. We need to find the combination there in terms of the type of players that we want there, that will bring us energy, that will have that penetration, and yeah, that's it. It's more organization, more structural. It's the last game that I watched. You saw that we played without the midfield. We only had one guy in the middle, but he was also a little bit too much into the defense line, and then the rest of the guys were up front, pushing when the ball is in the defense line or is the build-up. You have more guys in the front row, and the middle was not really covered in terms of keeping the right structure in there. So that's what we want. And when we don't have the ball, then nobody should play. We should hunt for it and win it back, and then pounce. And if you can't pounce, then we keep the ball, and then we come from there with the experience period.
Can you discuss your strategy for fostering a strong team cohesion and player development within the squad?
Yeah, that's one thing. I looked at the squad itself. It's really unbalanced. It looks like there's a lot of depth, there's a lot of experience, there's a lot of quality, but the balance is not there. So in terms of development, in terms of finding good talent, that's me. It's part of my DNA. But we must also know that Stars is a different. Their priorities are different. The ambitions are winning the league, Champions League, and that's it. And in the Champions League, you can't go with untested players, you can't go with inexperienced players. So we have to strike a balance, but we'll do it differently. Maybe going after the best young talent, and if they are not ready yet, maybe loan them out while they are playing, and then in the meantime follow their progress and then come from there in terms of changing the experienced players that are probably now aging out, etc., etc. So but that's a story for another day. I'm here until the end of the season, and anything further, so this time around we cannot talk about development, we cannot talk about talent identification, but as we go along the way in the last 11 matches, obviously against the teams that we are playing against, we'll be able to find and see players for the club that I will recommend, obviously, whether I'm here or not, and then as I watch football all the time, and then we'll come from there, so you can't get stuck with players for too long. There needs to be also fresh blood, but they should be ready.
In what ways do you envision leveraging your past coaching experience and successes to overcome any challenges that may arise?
Football challenges are always there. I've been around. I've played at the highest level. I've coached at the highest level. I think football is my life. So any challenge that is there, I'm able to pick it up. I'm able to deal with it. But if you talk about leverage, I do it all the time. So they are, it's I think coaching is a continuous work. You learn, you learn new things, etc. Now I have an A license, but that's just a paper. You know, the work I've done over the years on my own as well. And now obviously I pick up new stuff, and that's what I have to transfer over to the players. And since the game also change all the time, you know, I have to equip myself with the modern dynamics, you know. But obviously we have to be realistic, you know. Sometimes we talk about formations and playing styles, and then you don't have the players for that, and then you want to force it out. No. This time around we're not forcing anything out in terms of something that is not. We know every team needs to keep possession, and possession comes in different forms. You can have a slow build up, obviously, even if you're a counter-attacking team, but when you build up, you know, you have a slow build up, and then as you go through the phases, obviously the intensity and the energy of the game, it changes, you know. Everything becomes faster. You lose the ball, and then you go into that chaotic moment, you know, to disrupt, and so that's it, you know. So how we are going to do it will also depend on how the opponent set them up. If we have the direct pass to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 passes and put the ball into the net, we'll do it. But what I don't want to see is it's the long ball 90% of the time, bypassing the midfield. And why do we have a midfield if we have to bypass them? We have to use them in all aspects. When we are defending, we want them to defend, but when we are playing, we are bypassing them, and you play the ball forward. And no. You will see my midfield at all times.
Lastly, a message to the Kakerandu faithful?
No. They must come out. They must give the same energy. You know, I know the passion they have for football. You know, I know them. I know them very well. I know they are hot-blooded, but you know, that's okay. Yeah. That's okay as long as we are not personal. There's no problem. You know, if you say your coach you are bad, your coach are bad. It's an opinion. You know, because tomorrow if we play well, you say coach you are good. So that's how it goes. But if you become too personal, then obviously we're not talking about the game now. Yeah. You know, but I want them to come and see the work that we are doing here in terms of even on a worst day, you know, what will not happen is that they will players not trying. You know, I was telling my players, you will have a bad game, but bad game means that you should still keep your attitude, give your 100%, and maybe you never know when things will come out in 90 minutes, you know. But if you switch yourself off, you know, you'd already told yourself in the first 5 seconds or 10 or half hour, you say, no, I'm not in the game, so now you go through the motions and blah, blah, blah. No, try. Make a mistake, make mistakes, because the mentality tells you that I'm in there, my attitude is right, you know. So through that, you know, at some point, you know, things have to fall into place, you know, because you're not a bad player. It's just that things are not working for you at that moment, but, you know, continue trying, you know. So, as I said, we have a different, the priorities are different here, so that's what we are looking at. I know they want the league title, so we are going to defend the league title. You know, it's so that's it. We have to win our 11 matches. It's 990 minutes, and if I have to add 10 minutes referees optional time in each match, we have 1,100 minutes to play for. So something must happen.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, coach.
Pleasure.
Right.